there's a point sometimes where you're not sure what you want to do, and you end up asking yourself, what now?
99 FM, your inspiration station. It's Sibo and Mo in the morning. But for this interview, it's Sibo and the denim girls, denim jacket girls. Nakushe and I are twinning. Because what can I say about great minds think alike, great people think alike, exceptional women think alike. It doesn't need to be a Wednesday for it to be a woman crush here on Sibo and Mo in the morning. And our royal hustler this morning is a member of the TribeFire studio family, the TribeFire studio tribe, the one and only Nakushe Kapofi. Pew, 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 pew. This is a woman who is passionate about God, motherhood, leadership, and travel. A whole passport, my dear, with not just stamps but visas. She boasts a bachelor's degree in marketing, hospitality, and tourism from the Namdeb University of Science and Technology. She has a certificate also in transformational leadership from the African Leadership Institute, and she has spent the past 19 years, yes, in the travel and sales and marketing and business development arena. And now she's on her new journey here with us. We're so fortunate to have her, and she is the sales leader. And she started in the media industry at TribeFire Studio, which she now describes as exciting. She's here with a, for a lack of a better word, lunatic tribe of creatives here in the building. Nakushe, welcome.
Thank you, Sibo. Thank you so much.
Hey, how are you?
For having me. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. Are you getting used to the spirit of creativity in the building and people just bouncing off the walls all the time?
I actually love it.
Really?
The other day I was thinking to myself, it's so different from the corporate world.
Yeah.
And there's always something happening.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
Yeah.
And I like this better than that formal corporate world.
The stringent ones.
I'm learning a lot and I'm just enjoying the environment.
I love that. Let me take you back to when you were a pikinini. Tell us about your childhood and growing up, and how was that for you, that experience?
Sibo, I think I had an extraordinary childhood compared to your average Namibian child. I was raised in a Namibian community outside Namibia. So my parents went into exile and I was actually born in exile. So my first 9 to 10 years I've spent between Zambia and Angola. So yes, it was quite an exciting childhood. Different.
Very much so, because now it's like so many cultures that you've experienced, and now you had to acclimatize yourself. Well, not really acclimatize, because like you said, you're not born in Namibia. How was it for you as a child settling back into Namibia?
It was very different because I think we've heard about Namibia, so it was something that we knew that we were not home, so something that our parents spoke about a lot. And coming here, I think there was two things that shaped my childhood when I was growing up. The one is that there was such a togetherness in exile. I don't know. I think South Africans call it Ubuntu. Namibia, we call it, or in my language, we call it ukumwe. There was a togetherness that was just beautiful. So everybody looked after everybody. Parents looked after. If your parents went to school, somebody looked after you. There was volunteers in terms of nurses and teachers. Everybody was just doing everything for everybody. But I also, when I came to Namibia, what I picked up the difference was we didn't know different cultures, different tribes. We didn't have that. We didn't have Damaras and Namas and Hereros. Yeah. It was like everybody was just the same. So coming here and experiencing that for the first time, seeing people live in different suburbs based on their color and their backgrounds and how well they are off, that was very different for me. So yeah.
And now seeing all of that, dreaming of a better Namibia, dreaming of a better Nakushe, what did you think you were going to live up to?
Look, I think Namibia was always, it's a place that is special in my heart. again, like I said, growing up, we knew that we were not home. It's almost like, I don't know if you know about the Bible story of the Israelites leaving
Yes.
Egypt for the promised
Canaan.
land.
Yeah.
So that was the promised land for us. And our
Yeah.
parents were very passionate about bringing independence to the country and coming back to an independent Namibia, having their children growing up at home in Namibia. So it was a lot of opportunities. We knew that once we got here, it was opportunities. It was giving those that were in the country an opportunity to be themselves, to live independent, to take this country in a different direction.
Did it not influence you to get into the political arena though, or not at all?
No, not at all.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I've grown up in a home where I've seen my father. I mean, my father went into exile when he was about 23. So watching him his whole life, you know, and he's actually my hero. Watching him evolve over the years, you know, becoming that person. He's looked after his family, providing for his family, loving his wife, and having a public life as well, you know, just being able to lead a whole country and have an impact on how the country turns out. That's just, I think for me, I've watched it and I've seen the public and the private. I've seen him, you know, I've learned about integrity from him, but it was something that I didn't want for myself.
Okay. We're speaking to Nakushe Kapofi. She's the sales leader here at TribeFire Studios, and the journey of her life is what we will be digging much deeper into, where she is right now and what inspires her and motivates her on a daily. 99 FM, your inspiration station. Sibo and Mo in the morning. We're just off talking to our latest sales leader, Nakushe Kapofi. We just talked about her growing up in exile, you know, Zambia, Angola, settling back in Namibia, and why it is that she was like, you know what, I just wanted to find my own path. I didn't want to deviate into the political sphere like that. So where and how did you decide to get into travel and that particular industry? How did that happen for you, Nakushe?
You know, I think as a young lady, there's a point sometimes where you're not sure what you want to do, and you end up asking yourself, what now? And I think I got to that stage in my life slightly after university. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So at 23, I decided, let me try this work thing. Let me get into travel.
Okay.
You know, so I walked into a company and I started working there, and yeah, I had one of the greatest mentors that side. I didn't expect to stay that long, but I loved it. I loved it, and travel has really just been a part of me ever since.
And here you are now with us here at TribeFire Studios, you know, in this as a sales leader. What made you make that jump after, like you said, spending so much time in the space of corporateness, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to try out the creative space and see what I can do in the sales department? What was that decision like?
Again, I think you find yourself on another path, and I had given, I think, all that I could give into the travel industry at that time. So I felt, you know, maybe some time to do something different, time to try a different challenge, and yeah, that's how I ended up here.
You're a woman that loves challenging herself.
Yes, I do.
Every morning you wake up and you say to yourself, today is the day I'm going to make a change. So what is that mantra, that affirmation, that spirit that motivates you to get things done every morning?
Sibo, to be honest with you, I have come to appreciate life. So I think when you go to bed at night, there is no guarantee that you're going to wake up the next day.
True.
So I think you close your eyes and you trust that you will wake up the next day. So when you wake up the next day, it's an opportunity for you to create a better version of yourself, for you to reinvent yourself, for you to go after your goals, So for me, that is actually my biggest motivator. When you wake up and know that you're still alive, you know that your journey on earth, your purpose is not fulfilled. So you keep going.
Yeah. Finally, Nakushe, any life or career advice that you would like to share with us and our listeners?
Sibo, maybe I can just be of an encouragement to some of our listeners. I would say we need to be a little bit more kind. You know, we take for granted how other people see us and the influence that we have in their lives. We need more people to be kind, to be loving, to, be positive, to spread some love.
Indeed.
And I think also self-discipline, you know. A lot of us also take for granted being disciplined. That's the only thing that will set you apart and get you to do what you need to do.
Indeed. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, for us getting to know a little bit about our sales leader. We appreciate you, Nakushe, and we're so glad to have you as part of the team here at TribeFire Studios.
Thank you for having me, Sibo. Thank you.
That was Nakushe Kapofi, sales leader here at TribeFire Studios. And that was our Royal Hustler for this morning.
Royal Hustlers was proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.